morning. Morning, morning, morning. I hope all of you are well this morning. Thanks for joining me, Thursday morning wake up. Okay, so we will get started straight away just so that we can really wake up and get into the day. So if you come to standing, morning to those of you who were with me last night. I hope you had a good night's rest, fingers crossed. Okay, just come to standing. So just take a moment to tune in. Notice what's with you this morning, how you have arrived here, and just welcome whatever's here, whatever mood, whatever physical sensation, just welcome it all. And then we can see if that can be transformed in this delightful little practice. So take a breath in, breath out through the mouth, almost in a sigh. And again, take a breath in. And a breath out. And then from here, you're going to inhale, lift your arms and push up through the heels of the hands. So open the eyes wide. So really get a sense of opening the eyes, but also spread the fingers. So spread the fingers as well. Push down through the heels, push down through the balls of the feet, and then lift your hip bones up and just slightly drop the tailbone. So you're really lengthening the back. Keep the eyes wide open. Maybe see if you can reach up a little higher. So you reach up from the rib cage. At the same time, just drop the tailbone down. Keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. Keep breathing. If you feel that there's a need to let go of any charge, you can do an exhale like, really stretch, really opening out the whole nervous system. And then we're going to slowly bring the arms down. Bring the arms down, push out through the heels of the hands. Really extend as if you were trying to push the walls apart. Keep the feet active, keep the eyes wide open. Turn the hands down. So turn the hands down. And you may feel all sensations in the fronts of the hands. Keep pushing out now through the tops of the hands. Keep the eyes wide open. Take another breath in. And then exhale. Release the arms down. I've got a little bit of cramp in my forearm. And release that. And just feel that aliveness in the body already. And then start to wiggle your fingers. Do this as if you were grabbing something. And go forward and back. And see how fast you can go. And again, you might feel some cramp coming up in the forearms. Then wiggle the fingers. Wiggle the fingers. And then start to circle the wrists. Circle the wrists. So what you can do, hold on to the thumbs and then circle this way. So circle around and then go the other way. So circle around. Do it with elbows bent. Then do it with elbows straight. Which is a little bit more challenging. Circle, circle. Then come through the elbows, circle. Warm up the elbows. So what we're doing is we're just getting the chi or the prana to move, or more scientifically, the synovial fluid in the joints to start to loosen up. And just do a few circles. And then we're going to do some shoulder circles. So we'll start with one arm. I'm going to stand side on. You're going to reach the arm up. Think about rotating the upper arm out and back as you bring the arm all the way back and down. And then you take it back, rotate the upper arm and bring it down. Just do that another time. Reach and just try and reach into the fingertips so that you're really reaching the way as you bring yourself around. Then we'll go to the other side, reach up, circle, and go within a range that feels comfortable for you. So don't push into pain. You just want to think that you're just opening up through the joints. Reach, take it back, good. And go forward again. So we're just warming up the shoulder capsule. We'll now do both arms. Here we go. Over. You can be a little bit more free with this. Come back, open out. And the intention, you want to really reach into the fingertips. Good. And again, lift up. And then all I want you to do, shoulder lifts. Just shoulder lifts, reach up. And if you can, try and get a bit of movement in the rib cage. So you want to see if you can shift the rib cage across as well, so we start to warm up through the rib cage. Just the side lateral flexion of the rib cage. Okay, and bring the arms out to the side, and we're going to do the breathing. So you're going to inhale, rotate the upper arms up, lift the chest, look up. Then you're going to exhale, rotate the arms all the way in and down and look down towards the floor. And then I'm going to go from the side, because what I want you to see is where I'm working. Lift up the chest. I'm not sticking my bottom out, I'm keeping my bottom down and working more in the thoracic area. And then we just curl, bring the bottom of the rib cage in. We inhale, lift up, keep your pelvis quite rigid, we're going to come to that. And then down. Whoa, just one more time. Exhale. Yeah. And then relax the arms. Oh, shoulders. I feel that in my shoulders this morning. Okay, and then we're going to do these circles with the rib cage. So what we want to try and do, if I think the best way to show you, first of all, we go side to side. So imagine that you're pushing your rib cage to one side, and you're keeping the heels on the ground, and you're just shifting laterally. And then you're going to go forward and back. So I'm keeping my tailbone down. I'm going to lift my chest, I'll move my arms so you can see, and then come in. Lift up, and then come down. So you're not doing this. I don't want you to lead from your bottom. Down. And then we try and circle. So try and circle the rib cage. So you can use your arms to help you get into those areas where we start to circle the rib cage around. Now, I'm trying to emphasize the movement so it looks a bit bigger, but you might find that yours is just a kind of really nice little circle. But what you want to do, find what feels right for you this morning. Okay. And just do a couple of times both ways. And I always feel this, you may feel this as well, that there's a heat now starting to build up in the body already, just from these really simple movements, especially this rotation, stirring the internal fire, awakening our agony, the fire of transformation. Okay, and then come into pelvic tilts. So keep your rib cage pretty still, then tuck under, and then you can lift your buttock bones up. So we tuck under and lift up. And see, I'm not moving my upper thoracic, so I'm not kind of emphasizing. I'm keeping the thoracic and the rib cage quite still and making the movement just down in towards the pelvis. You just go forward and back a couple of times, and then we're going to circle. So circle around with the pelvis. So notice I'm not moving my rib cage. Everything above my hands is staying pretty still. And then what I'm working with is into the pelvis. So really emphasize the tucking under, releasing out, tucking under, and releasing out. Oh. Go both ways. And then go straight legs. And now we can go a little bit more freestyle. We've opened up through the rib cage, through the shoulders. Oh, go both ways. Keep the legs straight with this and let your body roll around. Good. And then your hips, swing them around. Again, you can hold on to something. Just going to do this a couple of times. Warm up those hip joints. Come to the knees. So knees, bring your feet in a little closer together, but your knees closer, circle. So I want you to really explore finding the range that feels comfortable to you. Keep your feet firmly on the floor. Gently go through the circle, then go through 2 or 3 times each way. Good. And then come up to standing, circling through the ankle. So you can straighten one leg out, circle the ankle one way. Keep the leg pretty rigid and just work with the ankle. Then go 3 or 4 times the opposite way. And then go the other side, same thing. Circle around. Keep your balance. And then the other way. And then just notice. We've just worked with every joint except, forgot one, neck. So turn the head to one side, drop the head down, gently come all the way to the next shoulder, the opposite shoulder, then come back again. Good. Just do that a couple of times from one side to the other. Try not to move the rib cage. Keep the rib cage pretty still and the shoulders. Just going to do that a couple of times. And then this time I'm going to bring it up in an over circle. So you can bring your head over, but keep your mouth open slightly as you take it over the top. Take it all the way down. Get to the center, then return circle. Go all the way up, nice and slow, mouth slightly open. And then take it down. So one more time each side. Keep the mouth slightly open. You can notice the difference when you bring your mouth, the head open, keep your mouth closed. Notice what feels different. And then come back down. Great. And then come back into the center. Already notice if there's been a shift. And then from here we're going to come straight into arm swings. So step forward with your left foot, or it'll be your right foot, whichever foot you want anyway. Reach the arm forward. So start slowly. See if you can let your arm be dead weight. So you want to get quite a wide stance so that you can keep the back heel down on the ground. You get a little rotation in the waist. And then we're going to build that up a little bit. And you're going to let the back swing be a bent arm so that the hand hits the shoulder if it's available there. If not, don't worry. But you want to bend the arm. So there's this bend and you rotate. Reach, rotate, reach, rotate, reach, rotate. Keep the back heel on the ground so you get that lovely fascial release all the way through the back. The spiral line coming up from the feet. So get that reaching. Oh, relax through the eyes. Relax through the jaw. Good. And then just see if there's the available, just a few circles back, full arm circles, and then go forward. Full arm circles. And then relax. Shake out that arm. Turn sides. Here we go again. So start little. Dead weight. Really allow that arm to swing through. Oh, sometimes it helps to really let the out breath let go of any holding that we grip a lot around the neck and shoulders. Always gripping, tensing without even knowing that we're doing it. So now start to build up a bit, and then we bring in that little bend. Bend. So we reach, bend, reach, bend. So this side I can feel is a little tighter because my back heel, when I reach forward, wants to lift off. So you explore that. Get to know where your body feels a little bit more restrictive and be a bit more playful, a bit more, kinder. And then just get a little rotation. Woo! Maybe you're already feeling that heat building up. And then just let the arm come, then we'll do some circles. So circle it back, all the way through, 4 times, back the other way. Oh, and then just shake that out. Shake that out. Good. Heat is coming. And then just start to do the rotation. So let it be free. To start with, get heavy arms. Oh, keep the back heel, let the back heel swivel off. And feel how much rotation you get with this. Then maybe try and look behind you. So we get this lovely fluid motion. Oh God. So fluid motion, reaching across. Oh, then bow your head a little, draw the chin in, and then feel how that changes the opening across your upper back, right down to the base of your back. You may feel this little tweak or a little opening of the tissue in the back. And then come to do that again, but keep your heels on the ground. And notice the difference in that rotation. So feel how that affects your body, having the heels down. And then bring your feet together And keep your gaze forward and rotate on the axis. So we just let ourselves rotate, floppy arms. Whoa. Great. Keep that going just for a few more. Whoa. Rotations. Great. And then just come back to the center and then just tune in, get a sense of what you can feel in the body. So just settling all of that down. So we notice the change, the shift. And then we're going to just start to work a little bit of waking up the lymphatic system. So we're going to start with the neck first. So just underneath, so go to your left side, so the opposite to me, and you just rub above the collarbone. So rub above at the base of the neck, and then just tap it out. And then go to the other side, do the same thing. So we just simply rub, and then tap it out. So we're waking up, there's a great lymph nodes here, an amount of lymph nodes, should I say. Then underneath the ear, rub up and down, keep the eyes wide open, tap it out. And then go to the opposite side, same thing. Up and down, and then tap it out. Then what I want you to do from here, hands down to your side, you're going to inhale, circle the wrists one way, bring the arms up. Pause the breath at the top and open the fingers and close the fingers 5 times. Pause the breath. Then exhale the arms out, circling the opposite direction. Keep the eyes wide open. And again, inhale. Pause the breath, open fingers, keep the eyes wide open, stretch the legs out. And then exhale. Flick it out a little bit. One more time. Here we go. Inhale. Pause the breath. Open and close the fingers. Keep the eyes wide open. Then exhale. Ooh. And then shake out the arms. Do a little bounce with the shoulders. Just wave that up all the way through the upper body, all the upper body system. Bounce a little bit on the heels. You can lift the heels off if you want to. Oh, keep the eyes open. And then from here, take the fingers underneath the jaw and just rub up and down a few times underneath the jaw. Whoa. Then the top of the jaw, just run your fingers. You can do both at the same time. Keep your eyes wide open again, and then take your fingers either side of your nose, your nostrils, and then just circle a few times one way and a few times the other way. Keep the eyes open, and then come to the temples, and all you're going to do is, like if you have eyeliner, you're just going to rub sideways like a long eyeliner, all the way along. It's coming from the eye. Just, I don't know why I said that, crazy. Nothing to do with eyeliner. So keep going like that. Ooh. And then pinch the eyebrows. So just take your thumbs into the center of the eye. Pinch along. Just lightly pinch along, all the way along your eyebrows. All the way along. Great. And then give your head a scrub. Give your head a scrub. Oh. Keep the eyes again wide open. Don't close them. And then take your thumbs at the base of your neck in that little point which feels a little stiff and just rub. Rub, rub, rub. Oh, all the way along. And then take hold of your hair and see if you can just move your scalp around. And if you don't have a great lot of hair to hold on to, just see if you can move the skin around on the top of the scalp. Oh, just move all the way along. Good. And then what I want you to do, turn your head to the right or the left, doesn't matter. Bring your shoulder to meet your chin. Take 3 loud Ujjayi breaths. You're just going to go. Then slowly turn your head to the center. Notice how that feels. Just flick down. Flick down. Good. Then we're going to come to the other side. Same thing. Lift the shoulder. Bring the chin to the shoulder. 3 large Ujjayi breaths. And then bring your head back to the center. And then once again, slide down. All the way through. Great. Sides of the body. So what we're going to do, you're going to inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale. We do a fast exhale. You can do it through your mouth like a if you want to, or you can do it through your nose. You can go whatever feels right for you to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 10. So we go. Good. And then just step one leg behind, reach that arm up, take the hand behind the head, and just rub up and down that side. Or one side, doesn't matter, just rub up and down. Keep the eyes wide open, reach the elbow up towards the ceiling, drop your hip down so you really wake up the whole of the side here. Then relax that arm down, give it a shake. Then come to the opposite side, do the same thing again. Back leg comes behind, reach the arm up. And then from here, once again, we're going to rub up and down. Whoa, keep the eyes wide open. So we're doing a lot of work to really open up through the lymph system here, clearing our stagnant lymph, making sure it's moving, but also like creating a sense of alertness in the body. Good. And then come down. Great. Then just take your hands from the back and flick down. Flick down all the way around through the back of the kidney area. All the way down through the back. And then through the front. So we're just again stimulating. And then what I want you to do, you're just going to come to the area between the chest and the shoulder. Rub up and down. Give it a tap. Come to the other side, do the same again. Tap it out. Then we come to the belly, the top just below the sternum, and the navel, rub. Give this a good rub. Wake up. We've got the mesenteric here. There's really a huge amount of lymphatic nodes that sit just around the solar plexus area. So I feel like there's some charge coming up, so, and then tap it out. And then come to the inner groin, same thing, rub up and down. Open out all the lymphatics in the legs. Tap through the inner groins, back of the legs. So just behind the knee, you just rub up and down, just directly behind the knee. And then tap that. Good. Underneath the ankle, above the heel. A couple of times. Rubbing. And then above 5 times, you can tap through that inner heel. And then the opposite side. Rub. Good. Keep the eyes open, tap it out. And then shaking it out. So we're going to do a little bounce on the heels. So what I want you to really do is to lift the heels if you can. So bounce up and down onto the balls of the feet. Relax through the eyes and the jaw. Notice if you're gripping in your pelvic floor. So if you can release through. Maybe taking a breath in and see if you can release the chest with a nice big ah. So we go, ah. And then bring your attention to the solar plexus. Do the same again. Keep bouncing, keep bouncing, keep bouncing. And then just give on, all the way through, shake it out. And then I invite you to smile. I invite you to smile, even if you don't feel like it, because that will help to lift the spirits as well. And then go to the other side. Oh, and you want to luxuriate in that. Oh, you know, you're just shaking. We sense that we're shaking the muscle away from the bone. Oh, and then come into the shoulders. And now the shoulders move backwards and forwards, come into the hips. Relax the wrists. Try and get as much wobble as you can through the buttocks and the upper thighs. And then do a little circling with one foot. Try and get that wobble in the legs. And then the other side. Whatever, even if you feel like just tapping feels like that's giving you enough wobble through the leg, you want to sense that we're trying to release that tension around the muscle that can stick and get sticky. What is it they call it? The fascial fuzz. We're defuzzing ourselves. And I know I like it, I'm getting older now. And you know, bouncing out of bed. I don't bounce so much now. So just gently, and again, shaking it out, letting that internal heat build up inside the system. Oh. And then a little one through the face, just relax through the face, relax through the jaw. And again. And then, just tune in. Haven't finished yet. So we did this one on Tuesday where we take a breath in, pause the breath, clap the hand, rub the face. Then we go down the outsides, up the insides. You can do that as many times as you want on a paused breath. Then when we need to take our exhale, ha it out and just really allow that energy to flow all the way through you. So here we go. Inhale. Pause the breath. Ha! Oh, shake it out. Oh. And do that one more time. Here we go. Inhale. Pause the breath. Ha! Good. And one last shake out. Oh. Just feel like I've got to get a little loose in the hips and then come in to tap it out. So bring your hand, soft fist, tap out through the palm of the hands up the inner wrist, bicep, down the back of the arm, eyes wide open. Other side, come straight up, over the shoulder, down the back. Little bit change here, come to the top of the back of the neck. Tap all the way through, keep the eyes wide open, tap through the back of the neck. Tap across the top of the head, around the forehead, keep the eyes open, around the eyes gently, through the cheeks, over the chin, and down the front of the neck. Then we can be a little bit more vigorous on the top of the chest, center of the chest, down the bottom of the rib cage, the abdomen, all the way around the sides of the torso, into the inner groins, up again, abdomen, around that area of the mesenteric, the back. I lean forward, see if I can get my arms a little higher. And flip through the back. You can be a little bit gentle, side of the hand I use for that. All the way through the sacrum, you can be a little bit more vigorous through the sacrum. Top of the hips. sides of the hips, buttocks. Give them a good hit. Wake them up, then the backs of the, outside edges of the legs, sorry, outside edges of the legs, all the way down. Tops of the feet, up the inner line or inner seam of the legs. Up through the inner groins, over the backs of the hips, down through the buttocks, down through the backs of the legs, through the calves. Tops of the feet come up the shins, over the thighs. And then brush it down. Brush it down. Brush it all the way down. Keep your eyes wide open. Flick down through the chest, through the back, through the legs, down through the legs. Through the legs, through the inner groins. Cross the face, give the face a little brush through, eyes open. Back of the neck, flick it down. Cross the head. And then come to standing. Just notice the air around you. Notice the air and then just clear the air around you, all the way around you. Clear away all of that behind you, above you. Have that intention that you're clearing your space so that we have that space for our energy to expand, our breath to expand. And then come to standing once again. And then from here, that sense of connecting in, feeling your body. So you might find that naturally you're just drawn more to feel what's happening in your body. You're more present, more embodied, not rushing into the next moment. And then just closing, settling, and inhale, feel the energy rise, eyes wide open, bring the hands in, and as you exhale, keep the torso long, just sink your attention down to your feet. As you inhale, you come back up, send your attention up to the crown of the head, to the eyes, then you're going to exhale, sink your attention through the body down to the feet. Do this one more time, so you're just going to bring the arms all the way up to the crown of the head, the energy, exhale to the soles of your feet. And then we're going to inhale, bring your attention all the way up to the heart. Then you're going to exhale, sink your attention down to your roots, so down to the perineum area. And again, as you inhale, bring your attention all the way up to the heart. And as you exhale, that letting go quality of sinking to the pelvic floor. One last time like this. And then just drawing your attention into the body, down into the base of your body. Let your tailbone hang down, so you lift the hip bones up just a little. Draw back in towards the throat, soften the eyes, soften the jaw. Feel your aliveness. And then placing the left hand over the heart, whether it's the physical heart or the spiritual heart or the heart of the chakra. Find what feels, what you're drawn to, should I say. And then bowing the head, smiling into this amazing body, heart that we have, that is our vehicle to embrace this life. And with a smile, repeating the words 3 times in the mind or out loud. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you. Thank you everybody for joining me this morning. I may do some next week, but keep your eyes peeled. I'll either send an email or it'll be on Facebook. But if you haven't signed up to the website, then do breathspace.co.uk, and that way you'll get all the alerts of what we're going to do. Okay, have a lovely day, enjoy your Thursday, and have a lovely weekend. Have fun.